所以第二部分 we're gonna talk in English now.
Yay!
Freedom! So we are giving you 6 advices for you to use if you want to learn any foreign language.
Okay,
So the first one.
I think you need to find motivation, and you just need to be truly interested in the language. For example, in high school, I learned French, but I didn't really learn French because I learned French enough to get A's, but not enough to actually learn the language. Your motivation isn't actually to learn the language.
It's to get the grades.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I felt when I was learning German.
For us, learning Chinese was easier because we were actually interested. Later on for me, it was also because my now husband is Taiwanese, so I wanted to communicate with him. So that was kind of a motivation as well.
So the second one is to be immersed. You're not in the foreign country. For example, you want to learn English, for example. You're not in America, you're not in Britain, nor in Australia. And you can't obviously have the same experience if you're not there. So obviously you have to immerse yourself in this environment. Be very interested in the country's music, TV shows, TV series, movies, whatever it is, or plays, whatever you like. But you really need to not to only have classes about it and do something outside of the classes. I think that's what people in my class lacked for a lot. I'm very into Chinese, so obviously I'm not in school. When I'm not in university, I go back to my place, my house, and watch dramas. I listen to Taiwanese music, so obviously I have this sound around me.
Yeah.
Like babies when they listen to their mother's or father's voice. Third is
just listen as much as possible. I think that really helps you get used to that language and kind of learn how native speakers speak, because if you're listening to like native speakers and you kind of understand, or you just have an idea of how they say things, then you'll catch on to that and you'll just start saying those things without thinking. Like, you don't need to think about, I need a subject and a verb and whatever, like all this grammar, because that's really hard. Like, it's hard to remember all these technical things, but if it's just natural, then I think that's the best way.
That goes with my fourth advice, actually. If you want to be more natural when you speak, I really advise you to learn like very common sentences. I don't know, I am hungry. That kind of sentences are very simple that you can learn by heart and then just say it in examples in your memory. They'll be like, this is how you make a sentence. You have this simple and you know like the places are right. So you can take this sentences to be like the model for any other sentences actually.
What am I saying?
So the fifth advice is
talk to native speakers. So I just think, besides, obviously listening is important, but you need to also practice speaking, and I think it's best to speak with a native speaker so you can kind of practice your listening at the same time, to either find a friend that can speak the language, or a language exchange partner, or you could go to language exchange meetings. So I've done all of these and all of them were helpful for me. And then besides that, you can also find a boyfriend or girlfriend that speaks the language. Just saying.
Well, it will help for your language skill. There's nothing better than that. Don't make it as a purpose.
Yeah,
please.
Obviously that shouldn't be your motivation to be with someone, but I did find that helped me a lot, because it was such a great motivation to learn and also great practice, and because you trust that person so much, you feel really comfortable saying whatever, and you're not worried about making mistakes because you know they'll always understand and they'll try to help you. So I think that's also important when you're choosing who to practice with. Choose someone that you feel comfortable with, who will encourage you, but who will also help you improve. So maybe they'll correct your pronunciation, but not too much. Like, don't be mean. Don't make, like, they won't make you feel
bad.
Yeah.
So what I thought very important is like you need to talk. It's very, very important. More than writing, actually. You can read, you can write, but it never will be better than speaking. Like when you speak, you don't have the second time to think about it. You have to say it right now, but when you write or when you read, it's how it is. And then you see it, and then you're like, it's wrong. You think twice and you get it right and you correct yourself. But when you speak, you can't have the correction.
It's hard to get that from classes. Like,
yeah.
It's really rare to find a class that lets you speak and listen a lot, I think.
Yeah.
So that's something that you need to do on your own.
Speaking, speaking, speaking. The sixth the sixième. You find the logic in the words. Sometimes I try to make English words because a lot of English words come from French or they look they are just quite the same, just like English pronunciation and there's like pronunciation, same word, just English pronunciation on it. So I try to figure out some words on my own. Sometimes I just don't write, but
sometimes it works.
If you get the logic on a lot of words, how they are made, it helps to understand the sense, like what's its meaning, even though you don't know the word. For example, do able. It's do plus able, right? Able is to be capable of something, and do is to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
To make something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's to be able to do something, do able.
Yeah.
And when you know that, oh, able is to be capable of something, well, every word that you see able is that meaning. Drinkable. Drinkable is something that you can drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of guess words, even if you don't know those words, you can guess them from the other words that you already know. Yeah. Because you know the background of those words. Yeah. So it probably works with a lot of languages, I'm guessing. Yeah.
So I hope that helps you. All these advices and our background, kind of. I hope it helps you to be motivated to learn a foreign language. It's very important in our decades to be learning at least English or a second language. And I think it really helps to have like a different view of the word, actually. So I really encourage you to learn a little bit at least of foreign languages. Yeah. Do you have something to say?
Like, yep, sounds good.
Good. No. She was like, oh, it's your video, so I don't need to talk much.
I don't know, learning Chinese has been just super interesting for me, and it's taken my life in a totally different direction that I had never imagined. So I think language can open up a lot of different possibilities, and yeah, it's a great thing to learn.
It was such a hard time. I had headaches a lot of times while learning Chinese. Yeah. Even like speaking, hearing, I had like so much migraine.
We're not experts by any means. No. This is just based on our experience. Yeah. But it's very, it's very enriching. Oh, yeah. Enriching.
I just can't live without words. Language, you can't just learn the language by itself. You need to understand the culture and people's mindsets, lifestyle, and the whole that goes with it. Yeah, that's being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. You can subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, by the way. Just saying, it's just there. You can comment if you have any advices that you think it is very important to share in the comments below or anywhere you want. Comment in somewhere.
Oh, and we recently tried to learn a new language.
Yeah, right.
Taiwanese. So if you haven't seen that video yet, you can go take a look.
It's on our channel. Yeah. Subscribe, like the video.